Why exactly do wild dogs run up trees? In Africa, these fascinating animals display a surprising behavior. They often leap up onto tree trunks while urinating. This unusual act isn't just for show. It's thought to help them look bigger to other animals, making them feel more confident and assertive. Furthermore, scent marking plays a crucial role in canine communication. By urinating in high places, wild dogs can leave their scent where it's more easily detected by others, announcing their presence to potential rivals or mates. This behavior can be especially important in the wild, where territory and social hierarchy can mean the difference between survival and not. So next time you think about wild dogs, remember that their tree-climbing antics are more than just quirky behavior. They're part of a complex world of communication and social interaction that keeps them connected in their challenging habitats. You won't believe this about Garbo's wartime deception. Juan Pujol Garcia, better known by his codename Garbo, was a fascinating Spanish double agent during World War II. His remarkable story revolves around how he cleverly misled the Germans when he initially worked for them. Recruited by British MI5, Garbo created a web of false intelligence that convinced the Nazis the Allied forces would invade Pas-de-Calais, rather than the actual spot of Normandy. This shrewd misdirection was crucial for the success of the D-Day invasion, which ultimately changed the course of the war. Garbo's deception was so convincing that the Germans awarded him the Iron Cross, a prestigious military honor, entirely unaware he was secretly serving the Allies. His legacy as a master of espionage reminds us how intelligence and cunning can turn the tide of history. Is it really true that tattoos can look like stickers? Mr. Sticker, a talented artist, specializes in a unique style of tattooing that creates an astonishing effect. His innovative designs make tattoos appear as if they are actual stickers peeling off the skin. This incredible realism blurs the boundaries between traditional body art and visual illusions. Using skillful shading and colors, Mr. Sticker achieves a three-dimensional look that surprises everyone who sees his work. People often marvel at how lifelike his designs are, making them seem like they could be removed at any moment. This artistic technique not only showcases Mr. Sticker's talent, but also redefines how we view tattoos. Are these just permanent decorations, or can they transform into captivating pieces of art that challenge our perception? Each tattoo tells a story, merging creativity and craftsmanship in an unforgettable way. Did you know that one family hasn't slept in 200 years? This extraordinary situation is tied to a rare genetic disorder called fatal familial insomnia. Originating in a family living in Venice, Italy, this condition prevents affected individuals from experiencing restful sleep, eventually leading to death. Imagine the toll this takes on daily life. Starting in early adulthood, symptoms begin with insomnia, but they escalate to severe cognitive decline and loss of motor skills. Over generations, many family members have tragically succumbed to this disorder, with no effective cure in sight. It's a haunting reminder of how genetics can impact our lives in unimaginable ways. Researchers study this family to better understand the disorder, hoping to find treatments that can help others. This unique case raises questions about the mysteries of sleep, health, and heredity. How does this family endure such a devastating legacy? Have you ever wondered about Istanbul's unique geography? This fascinating city is special because it sits on two continents, Europe and Asia. Divided by the Bosphorus Strait, Istanbul offers a blend of cultures, traditions, and flavors from both sides. On one side, you can stroll through the vibrant neighborhoods of Europe, immersing yourself in its artsy atmosphere and historic landmarks like the majestic Hagia Sophia. Cross over to the Asian side and you'll discover a more relaxed vibe, with quaint streets and local markets that showcase the rich culinary scene. This geographical split not only shapes the city's skyline, but also influences its lifestyle and social dynamics. Istanbul is where the East meets the West, creating a unique fusion that attracts millions of tourists each year. Whether you're enjoying a ferry ride across the Bosphorus or sampling delicious street food, experiencing Istanbul is like walking through a living history book. So if you ever get the chance to visit, how will you explore this remarkable city that straddles two worlds? Did you know British royals can't give autographs? This fascinating rule helps protect the integrity of the monarchy. The British royal family, including figures like King Charles III and Prince William, strictly adheres to this guideline to prevent any misuse of their signatures. Imagine the chaos that could ensue if anyone could easily obtain an autograph. The risk of forgery would dramatically increase, leading to potential scams or misrepresentation. By avoiding autographs altogether, the royals maintain a level of security and keep their signatures exclusive. The importance of this rule goes beyond just signatures. It symbolizes the careful measures the monarchy undertakes to safeguard its image and legacy. Royals often interact with the public in other engaging ways, such as shaking hands or taking photos, fostering a connection without putting themselves at risk. So next time you see a royal in action, remember, their signature is off limits, but their spirit of connection is very much alive. Guess what really drives Ozempic's popularity? As of May 2024, an astonishing 1 in 8 adults in the United States has turned to Ozempic or another GLP-1 drug. Originally designed to help manage type 2 diabetes, these medications have gained fame for their weight loss benefits as well. This rise in usage reflects a growing awareness of obesity and its related health issues. People are seeing the dual benefits, controlling blood sugar levels while shedding pounds. This trend has sparked conversations about our approach to health and wellness. Many individuals struggle with weight management and look for effective solutions. Doctors are increasingly prescribing GLP-1 drugs, not just for diabetes, but also to support weight loss in patients. However, the popularity of Ozempic has also raised questions about the long-term implications and accessibility of these treatments. Could this be a game changer for public health? Did you know a beetle conquered Antarctica? In 1963, a remarkable Volkswagen Beetle named Boko was donated to embark on an epic adventure as the first car to reach the icy continent. This iconic vehicle wasn't just any car. It demonstrated incredible durability, navigating through some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Boko faced bone-chilling temperatures, plummeting to a staggering negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit, and gusty winds reaching up to 93 miles per hour. Imagine a small car like a Beetle braving the frozen wilderness, standing strong against forces that would make most vehicles shiver in fear. The trip showcased not only the Beetle's resilience, but also human ingenuity and spirit, proving that even the most unlikely machines can conquer extreme environments. This daring journey opened the door for future automotive exploration in unforgiving terrains and left a lasting legacy in both Antarctic history and automotive design. How amazing is it that a tiny car can achieve such monumental feats? Ever thought about why pandas have special thumbs? It turns out that a panda's thumb is quite the biological marvel. This unusual thumb isn't a thumb at all, but rather an enlarged wrist bone that has evolved specifically to help pandas grasp bamboo, their primary food source. The panda's diet consists almost entirely of bamboo, which is tough to eat. To combat this, their unique thumb allows them to effectively strip leaves from stalks and break apart the stems with ease. This is an excellent example of convergent evolution, where different species develop similar traits to adapt to their environments. Other animals, like koalas and some species of primates, have also evolved similar adaptations for grasping. So next time you admire a panda munching on bamboo, remember their incredible thumbs play a key role in their survival. Why exactly do we misjudge weight with lead and feathers? A fascinating study conducted in 2007 found that many people assumed a pound of lead is heavier than a pound of feathers, despite them weighing exactly the same. This surprising result helps to highlight how our perceptions can betray us. Our brains often work on visual or contextual cues rather than mathematical facts. When we think of lead, we picture dense, heavy material, while feathers evoke a light and fluffy image. This clash between our intuition and reality can lead to misconceptions, not just with weights, but in other areas of life too. Think about it. Next time you see a familiar object, ask yourself, is my perception accurate? Understanding the ways our minds can trick us encourages critical thinking, helping us make better decisions based on facts rather than assumptions. Think you can feel wetness? Let's uncover the truth. It might surprise you to learn that humans don't have special receptors for detecting wetness. Instead, our brains use other sensory information to figure it out. When your skin comes in contact with a liquid, your body senses changes in temperature and pressure. For instance, think about how ice-cold water feels different from warm tap water. This temperature difference helps your brain recognize that you're wet. Additionally, when you touch a wet surface, the pressure feels different from a dry one, giving another cue that signals wetness. So in a way, your brain is like a detective gathering evidence rather than relying on a single sense. This fascinating process shows how our amazing bodies interpret the world around us, using clever clues to keep us informed about our environment. Isn't it cool how our senses work together? Did you know about the mind-bending impossible cube? This fascinating variant of the Rubik's Cube takes puzzling to a whole new level. Unlike a traditional cube, the impossible cube has faces that change color based on your viewing angle. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle where the colors seem to shift every time you move it. This unique feature makes the impossible cube not only visually intriguing, but also significantly more challenging to solve. While classic Rubik's Cubes have fixed colors, the impossible cube plays with perception, creating an optical illusion that can baffle even seasoned puzzle enthusiasts. Those who are up for the challenge must rely on sharp observation skills and spatial awareness to decipher how to align the colors properly. It's not just a test of logic, but also a game of patience and creativity. Whether you're a puzzle lover or just curious about fun brain teasers, the impossible cube offers a distinctive twist that will keep you guessing. Are you ready to take on this colorful challenge? What symbolizes the bond between Japan and America? The Japanese-American automatic machine represents the intricate relationship shaped by international trade, especially after World War II. Following the war, the US and Japan were at a crossroads, needing to rebuild trust and partnerships. This machine, a marvel of engineering, not only showcases Japan's technological prowess, but also highlights the collaborative spirit that emerged between the two nations. As Japan began to export its innovative products, it fueled the growth of a mutual economy, benefiting both countries. The automatic machine became a symbol of progress, illustrating how countries can move past conflict to build a thriving trade relationship. But why is this significant? It reminds us that trade is not just about goods, it's about connections, shared goals, and the ability to transform historical tensions into new opportunities. This partnership ultimately paved the way for modern globalization, raising questions about how we approach trade in our own time. What can we learn from this symbolic machine? Check out Neil Patrick Harris's custom suits from TV. In the beloved series How I Met Your Mother, Neil Patrick Harris portrayed the charming and stylish character Barney Stinson, known for his impeccable fashion sense. What many fans might not know is that all of Barney's iconic suits were custom-tailored specifically for Harris, ensuring a perfect fit and unique styles that match the character's larger-than-life personality. The ensemble created by costume designer Dan Lawson not only reflected Barney's flamboyant nature, but also showcased a variety of fabrics and colors that changed with the seasons and storylines. After the series wrapped up, Harris took some of these extraordinary suits home with him, a tangible piece of the show that holds special memories. Imagine having a bit of TV history in your wardrobe. Isn't it fascinating how clothing can tell stories about characters and their journeys? Can you imagine Dumbledore as a bumblebee? The beloved headmaster of Hogwarts, Albus Dumbledore, has a name rooted in an Old English word that means bumblebee. J.K. Rowling chose this playful name to reflect his whimsical yet wise character. Interestingly, the connection to bees goes beyond just the name. It takes approximately 12 bees their entire lives to produce just 1 teaspoon of honey. This incredible effort showcases the diligent work of these tiny creatures, who buzz from flower to flower, collecting nectar and pollen. Bees play a crucial role in our ecosystem, helping to pollinate many plants and crops that we rely on for food. So the next time you think of Dumbledore, remember the hard-working bumblebees behind his name and the sweet honey they create. Isn't it fascinating how nature and literature are intertwined in surprising ways? Prepare to be amazed by the Draco volans. This incredible little lizard from Southeast Asian forests has a spectacular ability to glide through the air. With its unique wing-like extensions formed from its ribs, covered by a thin membrane, the Draco volans can soar distances of up to 10 meters. This adaptation not only helps it escape predators, but also allows it to navigate its tree-dominated environment more easily. When it glides, the lizard spreads out its limbs to catch the air and steer itself, turning tree to tree with impressive skill. This amazing ability is a result of millions of years of evolution, allowing the Draco to thrive in its habitat where climbing is just as important as flying. So the next time you find yourself in a Southeast Asian forest, keep an eye out for this master of the skies. You just might witness one of nature's coolest aerial acrobats. Believe it or not, some ground never thaws. In places like Siberia or Alaska, the soil stays frozen year-round, a phenomenon known as permafrost. This thick layer of ice creates a chilly home for a variety of wildlife, but it also presents a unique challenge for human activities, especially when it comes to burying loved ones. Traditional burial methods simply don't work because the ground is too hard to dig through. It's like trying to plant a tree in a rock. Instead, people in these frosty regions have to get creative. Some families choose to use above-ground crypts, while others may opt for specialized techniques that involve placing the body in a simple container and letting nature take its course. Interestingly, the frozen ground can actually help preserve remains for a long time, giving us a glimpse into history when archaeologists uncover ancient bodies that have been well preserved by the cold. So, while permafrost can be problematic for burials, it also offers a fascinating look at life and death in some of the planet's coldest places. Here's a wild fact about the Luddites. Many people think the Luddites were simply against technology, but that's not the whole truth. These were actually skilled laborers in early 19th century England, and they fought for their livelihoods as machines began to replace them. With the rise of automation in textile factories, workers faced reduced wages and job losses, leading to protests and riots against the new machines that threatened their way of life. Rather than being anti-technology, the Luddites aimed to protect their craft and demand fair treatment. They believed that the introduction of power looms and mechanized equipment was not just changing how clothes were made, but also undermining the value of their skill and hard work. Ironically, their protests have turned into a cautionary tale about the impact of progress on jobs, sparking discussions that are still relevant today. So the next time you hear about the Luddites, remember, they weren't against progress itself, but rather the consequences it brought for workers like them. What if I told you Akon rules ringtone sales? The multi-talented artist Akon isn't just famous for his catchy songs, he holds the title of the top-selling artist globally for ringtones. Since the early 2000s, his unique blend of R&B and hip-hop has resonated with millions, making him a favorite for those looking to spice up their phone sounds. Ringtones became hugely popular as mobile phones evolved, and Akon's hits like Smack That and Lonely topped the charts, turning into the perfect tunes for ringing in style. His catchy choruses and smooth vocals made these songs irresistible choices for ringtone buyers. Interestingly, ringtone sales have dipped with the rise of streaming services, but Akon's legacy in this quirky niche remains unmatched. With over 35 million ringtones sold, he has carved a special place in pop culture history that few can rival. Aren't you curious about which songs dominate today's ringtone scene? Discover the odd friendship of Labroid's Dimidiotus fish. This fascinating creature, often called the dentist of the ocean, plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of reef ecosystems. The Labroid's Dimidiotus fish has a remarkable ability to establish symbiotic relationships with its neighbors, including various reef fish. It cleans parasites and dead tissue from the scales of larger fish, which not only helps them stay healthy, but provides a tasty snack for itself. Both parties benefit. While the Dimidiotus gets a meal, the other fish enjoy relief from annoying parasites and potential infections. This cooperation allows predatory fish to tolerate the presence of Dimidiotus without any harm, creating a lively and interconnected underwater community. Next time you snorkel or dive, Remember that these tiny fish play a big role in their ecosystem. What other wonders of nature might you discover? Why exactly does ocean water change color? This captivating phenomenon occurs when the ocean interacts with certain elements, sparking stunning transformations in hue. For instance, when sunlight hits water containing algae, the interaction can make the surface appear bright green or even a deep red. Similarly, sediment stirred up by currents can give the water a brownish tint. These color changes aren't just pretty sights. They reveal crucial information about what's happening in marine ecosystems. For example, a sudden spike in algae might indicate an increase in nutrients, often triggered by fertilizers washing into the sea. Additionally, temperature variations and pollution levels can also affect these colors, acting as indicators of changing environmental conditions. So next time you see the ocean shifting from blue to green or brown, remember that it's not just a pretty view, it's nature communicating important stories about its health and balance. Here's a wild fact about Vulpix's original name. When Pokémon was first being created, one character that caught everyone's attention was Vulpix. This adorable fox-like Pokémon was initially intended to be called Foxfire, which perfectly captures its fiery nature and its inspiration. A fox. Vulpix is known for its 6 orange curled tails that not only make it look cute, but also symbolize its powerful abilities related to fire. The developers decided to change the name to Vulpix, which combines the Latin word for fox, vulpes, with the number 6, alluding to its distinctive tails. Isn't it fascinating how names can shape our perception of characters? While Foxfire sounds cool and catchy, Vulpix has become iconic in the Pokémon universe, representing the charm and mystery of fire-type Pokémon. The change reflects how creativity transforms during the design process. Is it really true that Beyoncé almost wrote for Shania Twain? The fascinating story behind Beyoncé's hit song, Irreplaceable, reveals how a potential star collaboration changed the music landscape. Originally penned for country superstar Shania Twain, the song features the now iconic line, "To the left, to the left." When Twain decided not to record it, the track found a new life on Beyoncé's album, B-Day. This decision turned out to be a game changer, as Irreplaceable quickly soared to the top of charts around the globe. With its catchy melody and empowering theme, the song resonated deeply with fans, turning it into an anthem of self-worth and independence. Beyoncé's distinctive voice and style breathed new energy into the track, making it undeniably hers. The transition from a country ballad destined for Twain to a pop classic highlights how the creative process in music can lead to unexpected yet thrilling results. Would a Shania version have captured hearts just as powerfully? Did you know the Hollywood sign had a different name? Originally, this iconic symbol of the film industry read Hollywoodland instead of just Hollywood. Created in 1923, the sign was actually an advertisement for a real estate development in the Hollywood Hills. The letters were painted in a bright red hue, which stood out against the lush backdrop of the hills, making it a striking sight for potential buyers. Over the years, the sign fell into disrepair and was almost forgotten until it was rescued by a group of Hollywood stars and civic leaders in 1978. They decided to restore it, dropping the land and giving it a new life as a symbol of the entertainment industry. Today, the Hollywood sign is a globally recognized landmark, celebrating over 100 years of movie magic. It's fascinating to think how something meant to promote real estate transformed into an enduring emblem of film and culture. Isn't it amazing how our world continuously changes and iconic symbols evolve? Imagine your DNA holds 50 novels worth of info. It's hard to believe, but every single strand of human DNA is packed with information, roughly equivalent to the content of 50 different novels. This astonishing fact highlights the complexity and the incredible detail stored within our cells. Composed of around 3 billion base pairs, human DNA carries instructions for building proteins, which are essential for all life processes. Just like a novel tells a story, DNA encodes the narrative of who we are, from our physical traits to our predispositions towards certain health conditions. Each gene can be thought of as a chapter in the grand story of our lives. The intricacy of this biological library is a crucial part of genetics and evolution. As we continue to decode the human genome, we discover more about ourselves and how we relate to other living beings. Isn't it fascinating to think that within the tiny cells of your body lies the blueprint of your existence, echoing stories of ancestry and evolution? Have you ever wondered why laughter can be dangerous? Laughter is often seen as a joyful expression, but it can sometimes lead to a rare condition called lacrimatory syncope. This unusual reaction occurs when laughter becomes so intense that it causes a significant drop in blood pressure. In extreme cases, this sudden change can result in fainting or even heart failure. While it might sound surprising, laughter triggers several physical responses, including the release of endorphins, which can affect blood circulation. Most people experience laughter as a delightful release, yet for a few it can take a troublesome turn. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as laughter can reveal the complex ways our bodies respond to emotions? So while sharing a good laugh is generally harmless, keep an eye on those moments when laughter goes to the extreme. Your body might just react in unexpected ways. Most people don't know this, but rivers need our help. Recently, a small event was held to spotlight the pressing environmental issues faced by rivers, particularly oil pollution, which can cause serious harm to aquatic life and local ecosystems. During the event, community members gathered to learn about the impact of harmful substances entering waterways and how they can take action to protect these vital resources. Speakers shared powerful stories about the effects of pollution on fish populations and water quality, motivating attendees to engage in conservation efforts. Activities included river cleanups and educational workshops that empowered participants to understand the importance of maintaining clean water bodies. By raising awareness and fostering a sense of responsibility, the event aimed to inspire individuals and communities to play a proactive role in protecting our rivers. How can you contribute to this essential cause? Here's a wild fact about your diet. Did you know that what you eat can dramatically shape your health and well-being? Your dietary choices play a vital role in how your body functions, affecting everything from your energy levels to your mood. For instance, foods that are easier to digest, like fruits and cooked vegetables, can help your body absorb nutrients more effectively. This means you can get all the vitamins and minerals you need without putting too much strain on your system. Many people are excited to experiment with their diets, trying new recipes and ingredients to maximize their nutritional intake. Whether it's a colorful salad bursting with nutrients or a hearty stew loaded with veggies, the enthusiasm for healthy eating can lead to better overall health. So next time you sit down for a meal, think about how your choices might be impacting your life in ways you never imagined. Believe it or not, a toad lives underground. This unique creature, discovered in 2003, features a plump body, a small head, and a pointed snout, making it quite an odd sight. Known as the Mysore pickpocket toad, it spends most of its life beneath the earth, hiding away from predators in the harsh sun. Interestingly, this toad emerges only for a few days during the monsoon season to reproduce, showcasing a fascinating example of adaptation. When it was first found, its peculiar look led many to think it was a prank or even a hoax. However, researchers confirmed its existence, revealing the hidden wonders of the natural world. This toad teaches us about the mysteries of evolution and environment, reminding us there's more happening beneath our feet than we often realize. How many other creatures might be hiding just out of sight? Did you know birds are relatives of crocodiles? It might surprise you to learn that birds and crocodilians, like alligators and crocodiles, belong to the same ancient group called Archosauria. This fascinating connection can be traced back to a common ancestor that lived around 250 million years ago. Archosaurs dominated the Earth during the age of the dinosaurs, and their legacy lives on today in the form of these two diverse groups. While birds have evolved to take to the skies with feathers and lightweight bones, crocodiles have developed powerful bodies perfect for their aquatic lifestyles. This incredible evolutionary journey has equipped both birds and crocodiles with unique adaptations suited to their environments, showcasing the wonderful variety of life shaped by their ancient ties. So the next time you see a bird soaring overhead or a crocodile basking by the water, remember they share a remarkable ancestry that dates back millions of years. Here's what actually happens when you follow the sandals. In ancient Greece, prostitutes used a crafty method to advertise their services. They wore sandals designed to leave a message in the dirt. As they walked through the bustling streets, their sandals imprinted the words "Follow me," capturing the attention of potential clients. This ingenious tactic served multiple purposes. Not only did it draw interest from onlookers, but it also added a playful element to their work. Imagine the scene. As men wandered through the marketplace, they would see these words in the dusty paths, prompting curiosity and perhaps leading to a rendezvous. It's fascinating how these women used their footwear to communicate in a way that was both bold and discreet. This unique approach shows how creativity in advertising has deep historical roots, making us wonder about other clever tricks merchants and service providers have used throughout time. Prepare to be amazed by martial law's global impact. Despite being short-lived, martial law in South Korea captured the attention of many around the world, especially from key allies like the United States. Observers closely monitored the situation, expressing concerns about South Korea's commitment to democratic values. This period raised alarms about the potential for increased tensions with North Korea, emphasizing the delicate balance needed to maintain regional stability. The international community feared that any backslide into authoritarianism could destabilize not just South Korea, but the entire East Asian region. Allies urged for a quick return to democratic governance, recognizing that South Korea's political stability is crucial not just for its own citizens, but also for the safety and security of neighboring countries. What does this mean for the future of democracy in the region? Have you ever wondered why your immunity is unique? Each person's immune system is a one-of-a-kind powerhouse, much like a fingerprint. This individuality stems from distinct DNA markers that our bodies use to recognize and fight off harmful invaders, like viruses and bacteria. Think of your immune system as a personal defense team, tailored just for you. The unique combination of genes influences how your body responds to infections, making some people more resilient to certain diseases while others may be more susceptible. In fact, these genetic variations also play a big role in how effective vaccines are for different individuals. Scientists are studying these patterns to understand how we can boost our defenses against illnesses. So next time you catch a cold or get a vaccine, remember that your immune system is uniquely yours, equipped with its very own set of tools to keep you healthy. Ever wondered how a ghost story inspired Frankenstein? Mary Shelley, just 18 years old, created one of the most iconic horror novels, Frankenstein, during a unique summer in Switzerland. While staying at the Villa Diodati by Lake Geneva with her lover Percy Shelley and the famed poet Lord Byron, the group decided to engage in a ghost story competition. This was a way to entertain themselves during a gloomy, rainy period, and it sparked an intense creative challenge. The atmosphere of the dark night, combined with the eerie setting, ignited Mary's imagination. She envisioned Victor Frankenstein, a scientist who creates a living being from dead matter and faces dire consequences for his ambition. The experience was transformative, launching her career and introducing the themes of humanity, creation, and responsibility that resonate through literature today. Mary's timeless tale raises questions about ethics and innovation that are just as relevant now as they were in the 19th century. What does it mean to play God? Believe it or not, women pay more for pink products. The term pink tax highlights the shocking reality that many items marketed towards women, like razors and deodorants, often cost more than similar products for men. This price difference occurs even when there are no significant variations in the quality or production costs. For example, women's razors can be priced higher simply because they are designed with colorful packaging or targeted advertising, despite performing the same job as their male counterparts. This practice raises questions about fairness and equality in marketing. It affects women's budgets everywhere, as they unknowingly spend extra just for choosing products that cater to their needs. The pink tax is more than just a pricing issue. It's a reflection of how society views gender and the expectations tied to it. Why should women pay extra for the same products? Did you know Jay-Z owns a major streaming service? In 2015, the iconic rapper and entrepreneur acquired Tidal, a Swedish streaming platform, investing in the future of music and digital entertainment. Tidal distinguishes itself with a focus on high-fidelity sound quality and exclusive content, attracting fans and artists alike who crave a deeper listening experience. By obtaining this platform, Jay-Z not only expanded his influence in the entertainment industry, but also took a stand for artist rights in an era where streaming services often dominate the market. His vision goes beyond just music. He aims to create a space where artists are fairly compensated for their work. With Tidal, Jay-Z continues challenging traditional industry norms, advocating for creative autonomy, and bringing a fresh approach to how we consume music. Will he inspire other artists to follow his lead? Hard to believe, but dingoes have ancient roots in Australia. Recent research reveals that distinct lineages of dingoes probably arrived on the continent during two separate waves, dating back between 8,000 and 3,000 years ago. This timeline is fascinating because it indicates that these unique wild dogs have been part of Australia's ecosystem for thousands of years, much longer than many people thought. As they adapted to Australia's diverse landscapes, dingoes played a crucial role in maintaining the balance of local wildlife. Their hunting skills not only help control populations of various species, but also contribute to the health of the environment. Understanding the history of dingoes sheds light on their importance in Aboriginal culture, where they hold significant spiritual and practical value. So the next time you see a dingo or hear its haunting howl in the wild, remember these remarkable canines have ancient ties to this land. Did you know Madrid has a kilometer zero? This might surprise you, but the Puerta del Sol Square in Madrid proudly displays the kilometer zero landmark, marking the beginning of all radial roads in Spain. This bronze plaque symbolizes the heart of the Spanish road network, making it an essential spot for travel and culture. Many locals and tourists meet at this iconic point, often taking photos to capture the moment. The square itself is buzzing with life, surrounded by shops, cafes, and historic buildings. Standing at kilometer zero not only connects you to various destinations across Spain, but also immerses you in the vibrant energy of Madrid. People often gather here to enjoy events, celebrations, and even street performances. Whether you're planning a road trip or simply exploring the city, visiting this significant landmark is a must. So next time you find yourself in Madrid, join the crowd at kilometer zero and feel the pulse of this amazing city. Here's a wild fact about the Sistine Chapel. This stunning chapel, located in Vatican City, is famous for its breathtaking ceiling, a masterpiece created by the brilliant artist Michelangelo. His work, completed in the early 1500s, showcases a series of remarkable frescoes that have mesmerized visitors for centuries. Among these is the iconic The Creation of Adam, which depicts God reaching out to give life to Adam, a moment that perfectly captures the essence of human potential and divine touch. Another standout is the Last Judgment, painted on the altar wall, illustrating the final judgment of souls and reflecting Michelangelo's deep understanding of human emotion and spirituality. The vivid colors and intricate details in these paintings demonstrate not only Michelangelo's extraordinary talent, but also the importance of art during the Renaissance era. Today, millions flock to the Sistine Chapel each year, eager to witness firsthand these legendary works of art that continue to inspire and fascinate people from all walks of life. What stories do these ancient images hold? Surprisingly, it's a fact that ice cream can soothe illness. Contrary to what many people think, eating ice cream when you're under the weather doesn't actually make your symptoms worse. In fact, the cool, creamy texture of ice cream can be quite soothing for a sore throat, offering a bit of relief when every swallow feels uncomfortable. Just be mindful of the ingredients. Ice cream made with dairy can sometimes increase mucus production, which might needlessly aggravate a cough or congestion. However, if you stick to non-dairy options or enjoy it in moderation, indulging in a scoop can be a small pleasure during a tough time. So next time you're feeling crummy and craving something sweet, remember that a little bit of ice cream might just make you feel better. Why not give it a try and see how it helps? Here's a wild fact about paint artists. These amazing creators are transforming mountains into stunning murals using eco-friendly paint that naturally fades away. Imagine standing in a breathtaking landscape where instead of a traditional static artwork, you see colorful designs on the mountainsides that will eventually disappear. This unique art form not only showcases incredible talent, but also honors nature, as it leaves no lasting impact on the environment. By using biodegradable materials, paint artists ensure that their creations are temporary, blending beautifully with the natural surroundings. Each mural becomes a fleeting experience, captivating viewers for a short time before it vanishes, reminding us of the delicate balance between art and nature. So next time you're hiking a mountain trail, keep an eye out. You might just come across one of these vibrant, eco-friendly masterpieces that celebrate the beauty of our planet. Prepare to be amazed by penguins in Antarctica. In 1911, British explorer George Murray Levick joined the famous Terra Nova expedition, which was led by Robert Falcon Scott. This journey took them to the icy realm of Antarctica, where Levick made some shocking observations about the Adelaide penguins. While these adorable birds are often known for their charming appearance, Levick uncovered surprising aspects of their behavior, including unconventional sexual practices. He noted instances of homosexual copulation among these penguins, along with some behaviors that resembled harassment. These findings opened up a whole new perspective on animal behavior, challenging the traditional views of sexuality in the animal kingdom. Levick's detailed notes on the penguins' interactions not only enriched our understanding of their social dynamics, but also sparked discussions about natural behaviors that exist in the wild. So, were these penguins just having fun, or was there something deeper at play? The study of their behaviors raises fascinating questions about love and companionship in nature. Believe it or not, Gino Bartali was a hero. During World War II, this remarkable Italian cyclist used his passion for biking to save countless lives. Bartali became an unlikely champion for Jews living in fear under the Nazi regime. He ingeniously hid forged documents within the frame of his bicycle, acting as a secret courier between Florence and Assisi. Each ride was fraught with danger, as the risks of being caught were high. Yet Bartali pressed on, delivering life-saving papers to those in desperate need. He didn't only deliver documents, he even sheltered his friend and family in his own home, showcasing extraordinary bravery and kindness. His daring actions remind us that heroes can emerge in the most unexpected ways, and that the spirit of humanity can shine even in the darkest times. How many lives did he truly save by risking his own? Let's uncover the truth about ancient shoes. The earliest known shoes date back roughly 10,000 years and tell an incredible story about our ancestors. These primitive designs were crafted from animal hides wrapped snugly around the feet, focusing more on function than fashion. Imagine those early humans wandering through icy terrains, prioritizing warmth and protection over style. To secure these shoe-like creations, they used whatever materials were at their disposal, be it cords made from plant fibers or strips of leather. This simple yet effective footwear was essential, allowing them to hunt and gather food in diverse environments. Over the millennia, shoe designs have evolved significantly, but the fundamental need for comfort and protection remains. So the next time you slip on your favorite pair of sneakers, think about what our ancient relatives had to go through for their daily adventures. What amazing journeys their shoes took them on. Is it really true that panthers aren't a species? It might surprise you, but the term panther doesn't represent a specific type of big cat. Instead, it refers to certain jaguars and leopards displaying a genetic condition known as melanism. This fascinating trait causes their fur to become black or very dark, creating the striking appearance we often associate with panthers. Yet even though these animals look solid black, they still have the typical spots that identify them as leopards or jaguars. Melanism is an excellent example of how nature has diverse variations, even within the same species. Some scientists believe this dark coloration offers better camouflage in dense forests, allowing these big cats to sneak up on their prey more effectively. So the next time you hear someone mention a panther, remember that they could be talking about either a jaguar or a leopard, flaunting its unique melanistic fur. Isn't it intriguing how a single term can encompass such beautiful variations in nature? Why exactly does childhood obesity matter so much? The issue of childhood obesity is a pressing concern in the United States, and Michelle Obama recognized this challenge during her time as First Lady. She launched the Let's Move campaign, which aimed to inspire kids to get moving and make healthier food choices. Through this initiative, Michelle not only encouraged physical activity, but also educated families about nutrition, shining a light on the importance of balanced diets rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. The campaign organized community events, partnered with schools, and introduced programs to make healthy foods more accessible. By addressing childhood obesity, Let's Move aimed to reduce health risks like diabetes and heart disease that can follow children into adulthood. So, why is tackling this issue essential? Because healthier kids mean brighter futures, filled with energy and potential for a better quality of life. Believe it or not, someone tried to sue God. In a bizarre case from the United States, a man named Charles B. filed a lawsuit against the Almighty, claiming divine negligence for the misfortunes in his life. However, the court dismissed the case, primarily because God doesn't have a known physical address, making it impossible to serve legal papers. This unusual event raises curious questions about the nature of faith in the legal system. While lawsuits against individuals and corporations are common, petitioning against a deity is quite rare and adds an interesting twist to discussions about spirituality and accountability. The judge's ruling highlighted the challenges faced when attempting to combine legal concepts with matters of belief. After all, you can't really hope to summon someone who exists in a realm beyond our earthly understanding. What does this tell us about how we view responsibility in our lives? Here's what actually happens when trees live forever. Trees are the longest living organisms on Earth, showcasing incredible lifespans that mesmerize scientists and nature lovers alike. Take Methuselah, a bristlecone pine in California that has been alive for over 4,800 years. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Consider the Panda Grove in Utah, a remarkable clonal tree system estimated to be around 80,000 years old. This grove consists of genetically identical trees connected by a single root system, making it a striking example of nature's resilience. These trees can regenerate themselves through their roots, effectively achieving a form of immortality unless they encounter drastic environmental changes, such as wildfires or severe climate shifts. So the next time you walk through a forest, remember, some of these giants are ancient survivors, quietly thriving through the millennia. What secrets do they hold about our planet's history? Why exactly does alcohol disrupt our sleep cycle? Alcohol can have a sneaky effect on your sleep, especially during a critical stage known as REM, or rapid eye movement sleep. This is the part of the night when we experience vivid dreams, and our brains work hard to consolidate memories and process emotions. While it might seem like a drink or two helps you fall asleep faster, alcohol actually messes with your sleep patterns as the night goes on. As the effects wear off, you may find that your REM sleep is cut short, leading to interrupted rest. The result? You wake up feeling groggy and fatigued, which can affect your mood and productivity throughout the day. So the next time you think a nightcap might help you catch some Z's, remember that quality sleep may be more important than a quick fix. How will you change your nighttime routine? Have you ever wondered why eavesdropping is so serious? In Illinois, the law takes a strong stance against recording conversations without permission, even if it's your own. This means that if you decide to record a chat among friends or a family discussion, you could be breaking the law. The reasoning behind this strict rule is to protect individuals' privacy rights. The state believes everyone has the right to speak freely without the fear that their words might be captured and potentially misused. If someone is caught violating this law, they can face hefty consequences, including imprisonment for up to 3 years. This strict legislation aims to strike a balance between personal privacy and the use of recorded conversations, making Illinois one of the states with the toughest eavesdropping laws in the country. So next time you're tempted to hit the record button, think twice about the potential legal implications. Is it really true that dreams can fight cravings? One determined individual decided to take a unique approach to overcome his cookie addiction. He committed to a diet of only salads, hoping that eating healthy would replace his cravings for sugary snacks. But he didn't stop there. He also trained himself to practice lucid dreaming. The idea was that if he could dream about fresh lettuce instead of cookies, it would help curb his intense desire for sweets. Lucid dreaming allows people to become aware that they're dreaming, giving them the ability to change what they see in their dreams. By imagining himself enjoying salads in vivid detail while dreaming, he believed he could rewire his brain's connection to sugary treats. This entertaining method shows how creativity can play a role in behavioral change. Could this be a new way to tackle other cravings too? You won't believe this about pillowcases. For centuries, pillowcases have been crafted from materials like linen and silk, chosen based on the climate and social class of the people using them. Wealthy individuals often slept on silk, enjoying its smooth texture, while those with fewer resources opted for sturdy linen. It wasn't until the 19th century that cotton surged in popularity thanks to its affordability and comfort. Today, pillowcases come in a dazzling array of materials including cotton blends, bamboo, and even microfiber, each with its own special perks. Cotton remains a favorite for its breathability and softness, making it perfect for a good night's sleep. On the other hand, bamboo pillowcases are celebrated for their hypoallergenic properties and moisture-wicking abilities. As you snuggle up at night, have you ever thought about the rich history and evolution behind the pillowcase resting beneath your head? Believe it or not, humans can't breathe and swallow. This curious inability helps prevent choking, a serious risk when eating or drinking. Inside your throat, there's a clever mechanism at play. The larynx and the epiglottis work together. When you swallow, the epiglottis closes off your windpipe, making sure food goes down the esophagus instead of into your lungs. This is a vital process, as our lungs need a constant supply of fresh air to function properly. In fact, the average person swallows about 600 times a day, but they are always breathing in between those swallows. While it might seem straightforward, this dual function of swallowing and breathing showcases just how intricately designed our bodies are. Have you ever tried to eat a big bite and then talk? Often, you end up coughing or choking. This design protects you. So next time you enjoy a meal, remember the incredible teamwork happening in your throat, ensuring that you can enjoy your food safely. Believe it or not, contact juggling defies gravity. This mesmerizing art form creates the illusion that balls are floating or sticking to a performer's hands, captivating audiences around the world. The secret behind this enchanting skill lies in physics, as the juggler expertly uses their hands to manipulate the ball's center of gravity. When performed flawlessly, it looks like the ball is gliding smoothly over the skin without ever dropping to the ground. However, mastering contact juggling requires immense practice and dedication. Practitioners spend countless hours perfecting their moves, developing a keen awareness of timing and balance. By moving their hands in a fluid, graceful manner, jugglers create a visual spectacle that tricks the eye and sparks wonder. Each ball seems to dance along with the performer, making the art captivating for both the artist and the audience. So the next time you see a contact juggler, remember the blend of skill and science that makes this illusion so enthralling. What will you try to master next? Why exactly does Gilles de Rais fascinate us today? This infamous figure is known as the first recorded serial killer in history, and his shocking tale continues to captivate people. Living in the 15th century, Gilles was a French nobleman and a companion of the legendary Joan of Arc. But behind his noble facade lurked a deeply troubling character. He became infamous for kidnapping and murdering numerous children, driven by disturbing motives connected to dark rituals. His horror-filled legacy not only paints a grim picture of medieval society, but also contributes to our understanding of serial killers throughout history. The chilling contrast between his noble status and his monstrous acts raises questions about the nature of evil and the dark corners of human behavior. With tales of morality, power, and madness woven into his story, Gilles de Rais continues to evoke intrigue, prompting us to ponder what drives someone to commit such unimaginable acts. Can you believe how far a lion's roar travels? This powerful sound can be heard up to 5 kilometers away, making it one of nature's most impressive vocalizations. Lions, known as the kings of the jungle, use their roars for several important reasons. First, they establish their territory. A deep, resonant roar warns other lions to stay away from a pride's home range. This helps reduce direct confrontations that could lead to injuries. Additionally, roars play a key role in communication among pride members. When a lion roars, it's like sending out an exciting message. I'm here, and we're together. This helps the pride stay connected, especially when members are spread out during hunts. The roar also signifies dominance, ensuring that everyone knows who's in charge. Imagine being in the African savanna and hearing a lion's roar echo across the plains. That's a reminder of the power and majesty of these magnificent creatures. Isn't it fascinating how such a simple sound can have so much significance in the wild? This might surprise you. George Foreman named all his sons George. Yes, every single one. The former heavyweight boxing champion and two-time title holder made an unusual choice for his family. With 5 sons, each bearing the name George Edward Foreman, he wanted to create a strong connection among his children. To avoid confusion, though, he refers to them by their nicknames: Big George, Georgetta for his daughter, and the rest by their birth order: Georgie G. Foreman III, and so on. Foreman's decision wasn't just whimsical, it was rooted in his love for his own name and a desire to pass it on. This unique approach has sparked plenty of conversations and even some humor, as it reflects his larger-than-life personality. Naming all his sons the same allows George to feel proud of his family lineage. But what do you think of such a bold choice? Guess what really drives Banana's clever name? The Latin name for banana is Musa sapientum, which interestingly translates to fruit of the wise man. This unique label hints at the historical significance of bananas across various cultures. Ancient scholars, philosophers, and even common folks viewed this fruit not just as a tasty treat, but as a source of nourishment and knowledge. Bananas are rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, making them a smart choice for a healthy diet. Notably, they contain potassium, which helps maintain healthy blood pressure and heart function. The playful name might suggest that eating bananas could make you clever, but it's more about their rich history as a fuel for thought and energy for the mind. So next time you enjoy a banana, think about the wisdom packed in that bright yellow peel. Doesn't it make you feel just a bit smarter? Did you know Earth's water is mostly undrinkable? Approximately 70% of the Earth's surface is drenched in water, but here's the kicker. Only about 1% of that vast amount is suitable for drinking. Most of this water is salty and found in oceans, which cover nearly 3/4 of the planet. Even rivers and lakes, while fresh, still contribute very little to our drinking supply. This tiny fraction of available fresh water is crucial for our survival, as it fills your glass, nourishes crops, and quenches the thirst of all living beings. We rely on freshwater sources like rivers, lakes, and groundwater, but they're facing increasing pressures from pollution, climate change, and overuse. This means that protecting these precious resources is more important than ever. Have you thought about how you can conserve water in your daily life? Simple actions like fixing leaks, taking shorter showers, and being mindful of water usage can help safeguard our drinking water for future generations. Let's cherish and protect this precious resource. Discover how DNA can store a historic GIF animation. In 2017, Harvard scientists achieved an incredible feat by successfully encoding a moving image, a GIF of a galloping horse, into the DNA of bacteria. This GIF is no ordinary animation. It's a reinterpretation of the first movie ever made, called The Horse in Motion, which was originally filmed back in 1878 by Edward Muybridge. By using advanced techniques in molecular biology, these researchers converted the frames of this classic film into a sequence of DNA code. This groundbreaking experiment not only showcases the potential of DNA as a storage medium, but also highlights the remarkable intersection of art and science. Imagine being able to save entire movies in microscopic strands that can last for thousands of years. How do you think this technology could change how we preserve our digital heritage? You might be surprised by North Dakota's earthquakes. This state is one of the least seismically active in the U.S., only feeling about 3 earthquakes per decade. Thanks to its stable geological structure, North Dakota offers residents a unique sense of security compared to places like California, where earthquakes are a common occurrence. While the ground may tremble in other states, North Dakota's solid bedrock keeps it calm and quiet. This calm environment allows people to enjoy life without the fear of sudden shakes and quakes disrupting their daily routines. The low earthquake rate not only affects how locals perceive their surroundings, but also influences building codes and infrastructure planning. So if you're living in or visiting North Dakota, you can rest easy knowing that seismic activity is far from a concern. Isn't it interesting how geography shapes our everyday lives? Did you know about the world's largest Barbie collection? Bettina Dorfman, a 63-year-old woman from Germany, has gathered an astonishing 18,000 Barbie dolls over the last 19 years. Her impressive collection has been officially recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records, making her the queen of Barbie enthusiasts. Each doll in Bettina's collection tells a story, showcasing the evolution of Barbie's fashion and style since the first doll was introduced in 1959. Bettina's passion for these iconic figures isn't just about numbers. She appreciates the artistry and design behind each one. From classic dolls to unique additions, her collection features a dazzling variety that attracts visitors from all over the world. Imagine stepping into a space filled with vibrant colors and varying fashions, reflecting decades of history. Bettina often shares her love for collecting with others, hoping to inspire fellow enthusiasts to start their own collections. How amazing is it that one person can gather so many pieces of pop culture history? Did you know Switzerland was once called Helvetia? This historic name, Helvetia, is not just a relic of the past. It appears on stamps and coins, connecting modern Switzerland to its ancient roots. The name Helvetia comes from the Helvetii, a Celtic tribe that inhabited the region over 2,000 years ago. This term reminds us of Switzerland's rich history and the diverse cultures that shaped it. While many people associate Switzerland with its stunning landscapes and modern cities, the legacy of the Helvetii is ever present. On their coins, you can find the name Helvetia, which showcases the importance of honoring Switzerland's origins amidst its contemporary identity. The use of this name today is more than mere nostalgia. It's a celebration of the nation's cultural heritage. Though the country has evolved significantly, the spirit of Helvetia continues to thrive in Swiss culture, symbolizing unity among the various languages and traditions present in the country. Isn't it fascinating how a name can carry such profound history? Surprisingly, it's a fact that logos shape culture. The use of distinctive film logos, along with the striking designs of surrounding buildings, often links directly to the entertainment industry. These symbols aren't just for branding. They hold cultural significance and can influence how we perceive entire cities. For example, the iconic Hollywood sign doesn't just mark a location. It represents a global beacon of dreams and storytelling. Similarly, buildings adorned with cinema-related imagery can create a vibrant atmosphere that attracts tourists and locals alike. This interplay between visual media and architecture shows how art influences public identity and perception. When we see these logos, they evoke memories and emotions tied to our favorite movies and shows, reminding us of the stories that shape our lives. Could it be that what we see around us actually impacts how we see ourselves? What if I told you taxis speak 60 languages? In New York City, the bustling streets are not only filled with yellow cabs, but also a vibrant tapestry of languages. Taxi drivers from all over the world bring their unique backgrounds and stories to this iconic city, creating a rich cultural experience. With around 60 different languages spoken, you might hop into a cab where the driver chats in Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, or even Arabic. This diversity mirrors the melting pot nature of New York, where people from countless cultures converge. Each ride can turn into a mini language lesson or a glimpse into another way of life. As you navigate through the city, you're not just traveling to your destination, you're also connecting with a world of voices that adds to the charm and excitement of urban life. Isn't it amazing how language reveals the heart of a city? What if I told you about digital detox retreats? These luxurious getaways have exploded in popularity among wealthy individuals seeking a break from constant connectivity. At these retreats, guests immerse themselves in nature while enjoying a technology-free environment, which helps them unwind and recharge. Unlike most of us, who face unplanned digital detoxes when the internet goes down, these retreats offer a curated experience complete with wellness activities like yoga, meditation, and organic meals. Participants often report feeling lighter and more present after their stay as they reconnect with themselves and the world around them without the distractions of smartphones or social media. However, is seeking such a lavish escape the only way to enjoy peace from technology? Many people are finding small ways to disconnect at home, like setting aside specific hours for device-free time. Perhaps we can all learn from the retreat experience regardless of our budgets. Is it really true that Berlin defied a blockade? The Berlin Airlift, which ran from 1948 to 1949, stands as one of history's most remarkable humanitarian efforts. When the Soviet Union blockaded West Berlin, cutting off all ground access, the Allies sprang into action. They flew over an astonishing 92 million miles, equivalent to about 148 million kilometers, delivering essential food and supplies to the city. Imagine the scale. Planes landed every few minutes, transporting nearly 2.3 million tons of goods, including everything from coal to flour. This colossal air bridge not only kept the residents of West Berlin alive, but also symbolized unity and resistance against Soviet pressure during the early days of the Cold War. The effort showed that people would not abandon their freedoms easily. How did a city so isolated manage to thrive during such a challenging time? What if I told you Poland faced unimaginable loss? During World War II, Poland suffered devastating repercussions, with about 20% of its population perishing. This tragic statistic marks Poland as the nation most affected by the conflict in terms of the percentage of its people lost. The war swept through the country like a storm, uprooting lives, families, and entire communities. The brutal occupation by Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union led to widespread suffering. Millions were killed in battles, massacres, and through brutal imprisonment in concentration camps. Cities were obliterated, and cultural heritage was significantly damaged. This dark chapter not only altered Poland's landscape, but also left lasting scars on the collective memory of its people. Today, understanding this history is crucial for honoring the victims and acknowledging the resilience of those who survived. How can we learn from such events to ensure a peaceful future? What if I told you owls have hidden legs? Despite their stocky and fluffy appearance, many people are surprised to learn that a large portion of an owl's legs is actually tucked away beneath their round bodies. This clever design helps them stay warm and look adorable while conserving energy. When these fascinating creatures fly, their legs can drop down, giving us a rare glimpse of their full length. However, owls tend to keep their legs mostly hidden while perched or resting. This adaptation serves more than just an aesthetic purpose. It helps them be stealthy hunters, as their camouflage bodies blend seamlessly into their surroundings. So the next time you spot an owl, remember that its impressive legs are there, just out of sight, playing an essential role in the bird's survival and behavior. How cool is that? Here's something incredible about elephants. Despite their massive size and impressive strength, elephants can't jump. Unlike many animals that leap and bound with ease, elephants are grounded due to their unique leg structure. Their legs are built more like pillars, designed to support their heavy bodies rather than allow for jumping. This means elephants can't push off the ground in the same way a kangaroo or a cat can. Instead of jumping, they use their strength and size to their advantage in other ways, like bending trees or digging for water. While this might seem like a limitation, elephants excel in so many other areas. Their ability to walk long distances, communicate over vast spaces, and demonstrate incredible social structures truly shows how they've adapted to their environment. So next time you see an elephant, remember they may not jump, but their powerful presence is nothing short of majestic. Did you know about secret playing cards during World War II? During the chaos of the war, card manufacturer United States Playing Card Company devised an ingenious plan to aid soldiers. They created specialized decks that looked like ordinary playing cards but held a hidden twist. When these cards got wet, the paper would cleverly peel apart to reveal escape maps, outlining routes for soldiers held captive in prison camps. This innovative combination of gaming and real-world survival tactics served a critical purpose, offering hope and guidance to those in despair. By disguising life-saving information in something as innocuous as a deck of cards, the company played a vital role in helping soldiers find freedom. Imagine being in a dire situation and your only hope lies within a game you love. Isn't it fascinating how creativity can intersect with history in such compelling ways?